We live in a world quietly guided by an unseen intelligence. It is not a force from beyond the stars. It is a creation of our own making, artificial intelligence. Every day, it shapes our choices in ways we rarely notice. When you ask your phone for directions, an AI plots the fastest route, avoiding traffic jams you never knew existed, the music service that knows your mood, the news feed that shows you stories it thinks you will find interesting. These are all powered by complex algorithms learning from your every click. This invisible hand is already a part of the fabric of our modern existence, a silent partner in our daily routines and decisions. This subtle integration is the genius of its design. AI doesn't announce its presence with loud fanfare. Instead, it works in the background, making life a little smoother, a little more personalized. The recommendations for your next movie purchase or the advertisements that seem to read your mind are not coincidences. They are the product of systems designed to understand and predict human behavior. We have become accustomed to this digital intuition, accepting it as a natural part of our connected world. We are living in the early dawn of the AI age, yet many of us are still asleep to its profound and growing influence on who we are and what we do. Consider the simple act of communicating with a friend. The predictive text that finishes your sentences, the translation service that breaks down language barriers, even the spam filter that keeps your inbox clean, all are forms of AI. These tools have become so ingrained in our lives that we often forget they are there. They operate at the speed of thought, a seamless extension of our own intentions. We have invited this intelligence into the most personal corners of our lives, entrusting it with our conversations, our interests, and our curiosities. It is a relationship built on convenience, but one that is deepening with each passing day. This quiet partnership between human and machine is only the beginning. As of today in 2026, these systems are relatively simple. They are designed for specific tasks, masters of a narrow domain, but they are learning, constantly improving with every interaction. The AI that suggests a song today will tomorrow help a doctor diagnose a disease. The intelligence that guides your car through traffic will one day manage entire city infrastructures. We stand at a pivotal moment, witnessing the birth of a technology that will redefine what is possible. The invisible hand is growing stronger, and its reach is expanding into every aspect of our civilization. The story of artificial intelligence is not one of a sudden, dramatic upheaval. It is not the dystopian tale of sentient machines rising up overnight. Instead, it is a story of quiet, incremental change. This revolution is happening not with a bang, but with a whisper. Each year, our systems become a little smarter, a little more capable. The changes are so gradual, so seamlessly woven into our existing technologies, that we barely perceive the larger transformation taking place. It is like watching a tide come in. You don't see the water level rise with each wave, but over time, the entire landscape is altered. Think of it like the slow march of electricity into our homes over a century ago. At first, it powered a single light bulb, a novelty. Then, it powered a radio, a refrigerator, a television. Slowly, it became the invisible foundation of modern life. AI is following a similar path. Today, it helps us search the internet and sort our photos. Tomorrow, it will manage our finances, teach our children, and monitor our health. There will be no single moment when we declare the age of AI has arrived. We will simply wake up one day and realize that our world runs on an intelligence that is not our own. This gradual adoption is what makes the AI revolution so powerful and so easily overlooked. Major technological shifts often face resistance, but because AI is being introduced as a series of small upgrades and helpful features, it is welcomed with open arms. A smarter GPS, a more helpful digital assistant, a more accurate medical scan. Each step feels like simple progress. We are not being forced to adapt to a strange, new world. The world is adapting around us, reshaping itself according to the logic of algorithms. This slow and steady process ensures that by the time we recognize the magnitude of the change, it will already be irreversible. The danger in this quiet revolution is a lack of awareness. When change is slow, we are less likely to question it. We are less inclined to debate its implications or establish the necessary safeguards. Each small step seems harmless on its own, but the cumulative effect of millions of these steps will be a society profoundly different from the one we know today. We are walking into the future, one small, AI-powered convenience at a time. The challenge is to remain awake during this journey, to pay attention to the subtle shifts, and to consciously guide the transformation rather than being passively carried along by it. The fear of machines taking our jobs is as old as the Industrial Revolution, but the rise of AI presents a different, more nuanced story. Over the next decade, we will not see a sudden mass extinction of jobs. Instead, we will witness a profound transformation of what it means to work. The future belongs not to those who compete against AI, but to those who learn to work with it. AI will become a universal tool, a cognitive partner that augments human abilities. The most valuable professionals will be those who can leverage AI to solve problems, create new ideas, and operate at a level of efficiency never before possible. Jobs will not disappear, they will evolve. A graphic designer will use AI to generate dozens of initial concepts in seconds, freeing them to focus on refinement and creative strategy. A lawyer will use AI to analyze thousands of legal documents, uncovering precedents and patterns that a human might miss. A construction worker might be guided by an AI that analyzes structural integrity in real time, ensuring safety and precision. The mundane, repetitive, and data-intensive parts of many jobs will be automated, allowing humans to concentrate on what we do best: critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and complex strategic decision-making. This shift will create a new divide in the workforce. Those who embrace AI as a collaborator will find their skills amplified. Their productivity will soar, and their value will increase. They will be the architects, the strategists, and the overseers of this new, intelligent economy. However, those who resist this change, or whose roles are entirely composed of automatable tasks, will face significant challenges. The gap between those who can effectively partner with AI and those who cannot will become a defining feature of the labor market. Lifelong learning will no longer be a suggestion. It will be an economic necessity for survival. Therefore, the challenge for society over the next 10 years is not to stop automation, but to manage this transition wisely. We will need massive investments in education and retraining programs designed to equip people with the skills to thrive in an AI-driven world. We must rethink our educational models to focus less on memorization and more on creativity, collaboration, and digital literacy. The future of work is not a battle between humans and machines. It is a dance. The ones who learn the steps will lead, while others may struggle to find their footing on the new dance floor. The quiet revolution of AI will not be confined to our offices and factories. It is poised to redefine our most critical institutions. In medicine, AI will become an indispensable partner for doctors and researchers. Within the next 10 years, AI systems will be able to analyze medical images, like MRIs and X-rays, with a speed and accuracy that surpasses human experts. They will scan a patient's genetic code and lifestyle data to predict disease risks and recommend personalized prevention plans. This will not replace doctors. It will empower them, freeing them from routine diagnostics to focus on complex cases and the human side of patient care, leading to earlier diagnoses and more effective treatments for millions. In the field of law, AI will bring a new level of rigor and efficiency. The legal system is built on precedent, requiring practitioners to sift through mountains of historical case law. AI will do this in an instant. Paralegals and junior lawyers will use AI to conduct research, draft contracts, and review evidence, drastically reducing the time and cost of legal services. This could make justice more accessible to the average person. However, it also raises questions. If an AI can analyze legal arguments, will it one day be used to advise judges? The role of the human lawyer will shift from being a repository of information to a strategist and an empathic counselor. Education will also undergo a fundamental transformation. The one-size-fits-all classroom model will give way to personalized learning journeys powered by AI. An AI tutor could adapt to each student's individual pace and learning style, providing customized exercises, explanations, and encouragement 24/7. It could identify a student's struggles with a concept long before a teacher in a crowded classroom might notice. This promises to unlock the potential of every child, regardless of their background. But it also changes the role of the teacher, who will become more of a mentor and facilitator, guiding students through their AI-assisted education and focusing on their social and emotional development. Across these fields, AI acts as an amplifier. It enhances the capabilities of the skilled professional, making them more powerful and effective. The best doctors, lawyers, and teachers will be those who master these new tools. However, this amplification also threatens to leave others behind. professionals who rely solely on traditional methods may find their skills becoming less relevant. The challenge then is to ensure that the benefits of AI are distributed broadly, empowering all of humanity and not just a select technologically adept few. The promise is great, but the path requires careful navigation. As artificial intelligence becomes more deeply embedded in the structures of our society, it brings with it a host of new and complex ethical challenges. The very data that makes AI so powerful is also the source of its greatest risks. These systems are fed by vast oceans of information about our lives, our health records, our financial histories, our online behaviors. This creates an unprecedented threat to our privacy. Who owns this data? Who gets to use it? And what happens when it is breached or misused? We are building a world of unparalleled convenience, but the price may be a level of surveillance we are not prepared for. Beyond privacy, there is the critical issue of fairness. AI systems learn from the data we give them. If that data reflects existing societal biases, the AI will not only learn those biases, it will amplify them. An AI trained on historical hiring data might learn to favor male candidates over female ones. A system used for loan applications could discriminate against certain neighborhoods. Because these decisions are made inside a black box algorithm, the bias can be difficult to detect and even harder to correct. We risk creating a future where prejudice is automated, encoded into the very systems that govern our access to opportunities. This leads to a fundamental question of control. As we hand over more decisions to autonomous systems, from who gets a job to how our cities are managed, we risk losing our own agency. When an AI denies you a loan and no one can explain exactly why, who do you appeal to? When a self-driving car makes a split-second ethical choice in an accident, who is responsible? We are building systems with immense power, but we have not yet established clear lines of accountability. The convenience of letting the machine decide could lead to a world where we are no longer in the driver's seat of our own civilization. These are not future problems, they are present-day dilemmas that will only intensify over the next decade. The benefits of AI in efficiency and discovery are undeniable, but they are a double-edged sword. Navigating this new landscape requires more than just technological innovation. It demands a profound ethical and philosophical conversation about the kind of society we want to build. We must demand transparency, fairness, and accountability from the AI systems we create. Without these safeguards, the tools we design to serve us could inadvertently end up reinforcing the worst parts of our nature. The home has always been our sanctuary, a private space shielded from the outside world, but over the next 10 years, artificial intelligence will quietly enter this space, transforming it into an intelligent home. It will start with simple conveniences. Your refrigerator will track your groceries and automatically order more milk when you run low. Your lighting and heating systems will learn your habits, adjusting themselves to save energy and maximize comfort without you ever touching a dial. Your home will anticipate your needs. A silent butler working to make your life easier. This will not feel like an invasion. It will feel helpful, natural, and normal. This helpfulness will extend to our well-being and security. Smart sensors in the floor could detect if an elderly person has fallen and automatically call for help. Your bathroom mirror might one day analyze your skin for signs of health issues. Your home security system will not just record a break-in. It will use facial recognition to identify the intruder and track their movements. These systems promise a world of proactive care and enhanced safety, turning our homes into guardians that watch over us. We will trade a measure of our privacy for peace of mind, a bargain many will willingly make. However, this constant monitoring raises profound questions. A home that listens for a command to play music is also a home that is always listening. A device that tracks your sleep patterns for health also knows when you are not in your bed. The vast amount of data collected by these interconnected devices creates a detailed, intimate portrait of our private lives. Who has access to this data? The companies that make the devices, the advertisers who want to sell us products, governments who may seek it for surveillance. The line between a helpful assistant and an intrusive observer is dangerously thin. The intelligent home, therefore, represents a central paradox of the AI era. It offers a future of unparalleled convenience, comfort, and safety. But it also normalizes a level of monitoring that would have been considered unthinkable just a generation ago. We may find ourselves living in gilded cages, our lives made easier at the cost of being constantly observed and analyzed. The choice will be ours. How much of our private sanctuary are we willing to expose in exchange for the benefits of a home that knows us better than we know ourselves? This is a conversation we must have before the walls truly have ears. Just as steam power and electricity redrew the map of global influence, artificial intelligence is set to trigger a new geopolitical power shift. The nations that lead in the development and deployment of AI will gain a decisive economic and military advantage. This is not just about building better technology, it is about the ability to process vast amounts of data, to optimize economies, to develop autonomous weapon systems, and to wield influence on a global scale. A new kind of arms race is already underway, an AI race. And the winners will be in a position to shape the rules of the 21st century. This race is not just about technological supremacy, it is a battle of values. An AI developed in a democratic society built with an emphasis on individual rights, privacy, and transparency will function very differently from an AI developed in an authoritarian state, designed for surveillance and social control. The underlying values we embed in these systems will be exported along with the technology itself. When a developing nation adopts an AI infrastructure, it is also adopting the ethical framework, or lack thereof, that is built into its core. The world could become divided between competing technological ecosystems, each reflecting the ideology of its creator. Our future, then, depends critically on the rules and principles we establish today. The choices we make now about data privacy, algorithmic transparency, and ethical oversight will have consequences that ripple across the globe for decades to come. International cooperation will be essential to create shared standards that promote the responsible use of AI and prevent a race to the bottom. We must ask ourselves, what values do we want our intelligent machines to embody? Fairness, freedom, compassion, or pure cold efficiency? The soul of the machine will be a reflection of our own. We stand at a crossroads. Down one path lies a future where AI is developed recklessly, exacerbating inequality, eroding privacy, and concentrating power in the hands of a few. Down the other path is a future where AI is guided by wisdom and foresight, used to solve humanity's greatest challenges, from disease and poverty to climate change. The technology itself is neutral, it is a tool, and its impact will be determined by the hands that wield it. The next 10 years are not just about what AI will do to us, they are about what we will choose to do with AI. Our choices today are the code that will write the world of tomorrow. The question is, will we write a future we want to live in?